Starting her day on 959. Her name is Nobuhle. She's featuring Sanal musician on this one. It's titled Sawubona. So Sanbonani, if you just tuned in. 6:53. I mean, no. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Because I'm listening to you also sing along to your song off air. I mean, it's just so effortless and it's so big.
Thank you.
It's so big.
Thank you.
Were your parents musicians?
Yes, my mom was.
Your mom was?
Yes, my mom was. And the rest of my family, I grew up in that home where music was a thing. It made us stronger. It used to be a place where we would go. My grandmother was a traditional healer, so
yes, you did say
we would have him kiti. So you know, and then it ended up being a culture until I realized that for me, I needed to take it further because I grew up in a time where education was a thing for us. For them, they didn't get a chance to pursue it as a career. So for me, I decided to just, you know what, let me see what I can do. Let me expand because I'm given the chances and I'm granted the guidance from my people.
And your family, I mean, you know, sometimes like when you grow up in these areas of Onkanza or even Ekasi, and you tell your parents or your family you're going to study music and they think, what is he or she doing? It's a hobby. Be a doctor, be a teacher. You know, we all love music in this family, but don't study it.
I know, but you know, for me, it just really just happened. I think it was something that everybody knew when I was growing up.
And you got support?
Yes, because another thing, they were not worried because I was a pretty smart kid in school as well. So they knew that I would make a good choice because I was getting good grades. So they knew that, okay, this should be something that she really wants to do. And my mom was like, okay, as long as you're going to get money to do that, because I don't have it. So then fortunately, there's like bursaries and stuff. And then that's how I ended up doing it. But I think everybody was liberated more than anything because they wanted, you know, to keep this treasure. It is a family gift. It lives within us. So everybody was excited more than just disappointed. You know, I don't want to lie. It wasn't so. But of course, within Mpagatin, it's still like,
whatever.
You know. But now it's like, oh, okay. Okay, you know.
So tell me something. What does it mean to have these educational accolades musically? What does it mean in terms of the process itself? What were the teachings? What were the learnings? What have you been equipped with and kitted up with that makes you superbly different from everyone else?
I think that, you know, I think it gave me time to choose what I wanted and what I didn't want musically, because you can sing, you can have a voice, but then establishing identity within that voice. It also goes in how you're going to look, how you're going to present yourself. More than anything, the time to really be grounded in what you do so you don't wind up. You get what I mean? There's a lot of air, there's a lot of talks, there's a lot of sounds, there's everything else. For me, these years I spent at university, and it is okay. This is what I want to do. And I was willing to take my time to do that because I was not willing to do anything else. So it gave me time to perfect, okay, this is how I'm going to approach this. Right? And then in that process as well, I also had to go back to my roots because more than anything, I wanted to carry identity, you know, towards my music. Everything that I did, I wanted it to say, and I wanted people to fall in love with that. And it also taught me, okay, how are you going to survive with this thing now? Because you can't just say I have a voice. You know, how do you go about? How do you look? How do you present yourself as Mntwana?
What about technical skills? What technical skills do you have that you apply?
I'm a note, bekufiwa. I think that's why it's like when you say sing, it's just effortless now because you're not shy anymore because you understand who you are. You get what I mean? You're not shy. You know how to approach the notes. It just becomes so easy, you know. Even if you can play a beat now, I can write on it now because it becomes that melody. Da 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 da. Then you just got it because we'll get tested there on that point. So now when I write a song, it becomes such an easy sport.
16 minutes after 7, so she's starting her day on 959, as are you. So thank you very much, you and all your children for choosing us as your entertainment portal of choice. Nobuhle, there's a very special story to this song.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Tell us.
It's one of those songs. So basically, what we did at university, we never went to studio and recorded, like a whole song. So this song was one of like few songs that I ever did when lockdown started. You know what I mean? When you just don't know if this is going to work out, and the only thing you have is your voice, and you hope it carries you through. And when I say ngizobheka phezulu izibani zikhanye njalo, I'm affirming my faith in God, that I'm trusting that I'm going to stand here no matter how hard it gets. Noma izlingo zifika ngicela uhambe nami, noma ubumnyama bufika. It's like you are telling stories of the unknown.
I look to the light.
Yes, I look to the light, because I realized that, okay, I've made this decision of being brave and traveling so far to get here. But I'm aware it's not going to be easy, and sometimes I have to go to war to find things to sing about. That's hard. So I was in war. I think it's that war of, am I ready for this? And what if it doesn't work out? Because there's nothing else that I wanted to do. When I sang, I found God. When I sang, I knew who I was. When I sang, I could see myself being something in this world. So you are caught up in this anxiety of, oh geez, what if it doesn't? Besides, I'm just a girl from a very, very rural area. Nobody has done what I did or what I wanted to do. So it became just like this one dream that really never existed in my life when I was growing up. So I followed a dream of something I didn't know how it looked like.
Let's talk about your second album, because this is not today's a special day.
Yes.
It's quite significant.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
yes,
it is. You've dropped your EP.
Yeah.
This is following your very first album.
Yes.
How are you feeling about this?
I'm excited because it's like I've made a return. And I think I made it stronger. I made it louder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I'm taking up my space right now.
Good.
And I'm happy with the people that have worked with me in this project, including Damtuda, Kenza, Kabza, Josiah, everybody.
So those are names.
Yes, you get what I mean, and it's because that they've taken their time to listen and really understood who I was. And they've really just went up and said, no, we want to be a part of this with no fight, no troubles. And that is because when I go to work, I put myself out there and I'm saying, okay, this is it, So I'm so excited. I've made a return and it hasn't been easy. The second project is always the hardest.
Yeah, true. I'm looking at the song here. I mean, and you just mentioned a couple of the names, Kabza, Damtuda, Josiah. I mean, these are piano producers, but not the loud, noisy, very musical, very almost spiritual in their beats.
Highly spiritual.
Highly spiritual, in fact. How would you describe the sound of the album? My favorite song is Malowe, because I heard it a few weeks ago with Kabza. What's your go-to song?
Oh, my go-to song. That's hard, guys. But I think my favorite is Usonini. It's there.
Usonini.
Yeah, it's with Kabza, the musical chef.
Beautiful.
Yes. It says that benge ngasho ngathi liyangishonela but wafika usonini wangivuselela. It's an affirmation to this project. That has been times before I did it that I was super tired. You become exhausted, but then I'm reminded that God is with me. My ancestors are carrying me through it. So under no circumstances I'm gonna bow down to this. So it's really just one of those songs. But journeying into amapiano, for me, I went there to just put myself. I wasn't gonna go there ngiyothi hayi nami ngifuna ukucula njengabo bonke abantu abawenzayo because vela ngisiye nalo muntu uyabona. But ngithe mangifika e-studio I was like angizoshaya isiZulu uyabona ake sibone kuhlanganani, because even me and Kabza, we would go there and just listen to umoya ongcwele sometimes. Everybody, I've been so lucky.
Person.
Yes, everybody that has chosen to work with me, they want to listen to my spirit talk. They have an ear to listen. They don't force me to say no, sing like that, do that. They just go there and be like, okay, asiglalela ukuthi uzanani. And they always, I leave degree emuva when I go to studio. I let umoya ongcwele ungihole. I let my ancestors speak through me, because that way it moves the whole room. Everybody will be just standing, and then something just takes over, and that's how beautiful songs are made.
Sure.
Songs that I want people, kids, and everyone to remember in the next 15 years. Although you'll find it in my piano because that sound is going to stay with us. But I want them to say, okay, during this year, Nobuhle came and she just gave it something different.
Sure.
I guess that's what my music is about. We need to give birth to sounds.
And you say that so strongly, with such conviction and with such confidence, with such clarity, how you articulate it.
Thank you,
it's like Slezi namakhehla no gogo, you know, and they are saying bayasitshela ukuthi this is how you're going to receive this child of ours.
God.
I love that. It's 22 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning. She's starting her day on 959. Her name is Nobuhle. I wish you could experience, and I think you can feel it. I think you can feel it. I'm going to ask you to voice note me if I'm the only one saying this. I don't think I'm crazy. The energy, her aura, you're big.
Thank you.
Are you not getting goosebumps just hearing her speak? I think you can hear it through the speakers. I think you can.
My gosh.
You need to make me feel like I'm not crazy. Drop me a voice note if you can also feel it, so I know I'm not crazy. It's time for Traffic with Soul. Another bunch of musically spiritual beings, Black Motion. Hosana featuring Sano musician and Nobuhle. A different sound from your piano sound.
Yeah.
But sure.
An interesting fact, the song is Hosana and Murder Bongs from Black Motion is Bongani Mohosana. Right? Spotted
It's crazy.
that.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So it's 27 minutes after 7. We're going to have to fast let you go.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for bringing all of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could tell how this morning was. I was like, I'm going to have a good day, but it's going to be a very emotional morning. I always feel it in my body.
Yeah.
And that is because I've entered into right spaces.
Yeah.
So when my people are walking with me, just like I said, things tend to rise.
Yeah.
We feel inspired and we remember our stories and our pain, but also our joy. And
100%.
we remember why we must keep going. So I don't take this morning for granted. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm happy that I started my day with you. I'm very confident in the future of this work that I've done because I've just gotten an affirmation that my ancestors are watching me. So thank you so much. To everybody who's listening, my name is Nobuhle.
You're a healer. Togozako.
Keep healing us, please.
Yes.
You're a healer.
Togos. She started her day on 959. 7:29. My gosh, I'm glad I'm not crazy. Yep. You're awesome. Alrighty, it's time for us to go to the news desk.